is the Dark Triad, astrologically speaking? Let's find out. What is up, alienARMy? I am Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore, and on this channel we discuss everything out of this world. So today's topic, we are going to be talking about a little astrological triangle, which I have dubbed the Dark Triad. This is information that was given to me by the reptilians. This is information that I have not seen, written, or spoken about anywhere else. We are going to be taking into consideration a little snippet of what the systems of astrology that we're going to be discussing here, but we're not going to be following them to a T, because this is information that was bestowed upon me by the reptilians, and this is what they want me to speak about. Before we get into today's video, I wanted to give a quick shout out to our lovely sponsor, Agent Draco. Thank you, Agent Draco, for joining us today. What would you like me to tell these fine folks over here? Ah, I see. Agent Draco is energetic vibration of the serpentes, which simply means serpents of fire.
Now, what the fuck does that mean?
Have you ever heard the term ignite your passion? That is what Agent Draco just loves to do. He is the embodiment of your soul's urge and expression from an innate and primeval vantage point without the temptation of the conscious mind or the subconscious mind. He exists beyond thoughts and feelings. He is in the realm of being. He is the pure primeval primordial fire that resides within us all. He enters the vessel energetically and resides there as a focal point in the reptilian portion of the brain. So if you want to exist beyond fear, call upon your own inner Agent Draco and he will come through to the rescue. You always want to listen to him. You want to exist beyond fear. You want to have a wonderful experience in the 3D realm, actually living from that soul expression. Simply invite your own inner Agent Draco.
And remember, friends, always listen to Agent Draco. If you don't, he get a little bit wacko.
I'll show myself out. If you are familiar with astrology, you do know that there are different house systems and different branches of astrology. So the three that we are going to be discussing today are going to be Draconic astrology, Placidus astrology, and the whole house system of astrology. With that out of the way, I do want to say that this information is channeled. It resonates with me, and I'm filming this because
it's going to resonate with a few of you as well.
As I said, we're not going to be using textbook definitions of the astrological systems here. This is channeled information. If it resonates with you, it does. If it don't, it don't. Keep it moving. Do you, boo? Always take what your intuition tells you is correct, and let's get started. What is Dark Triad astrology? So first we're going to describe what the Dark Triad of astrology is as conveyed to me, and we want to think of a triangle, but it's more of an elongated triangle with the top point being the Draconic astrological chart and the two little legs that are supporting the top point of the triangle. This is the whole house system and the Placidus house system, and the three of them forming together are the three heads of God as conveyed to me. And when these are rectified, that is when someone is truly experiencing their life in their physical vessel according to astrology at their optimal potentiality. Let's get started with discussing what Draconic astrology means, what the whole house system means, as well as what the Placidus house system means in this context. Because remember, we're uniting the triad so that we can have optimal governance over our 3D experience. Once the three have been united as one, that is when the eye of the all takes precedence over the experience that the physical vessel is having. The Draconic Chart. So the Draconic Chart, or Draco, the dragon, is essentially the awakened Kundalini. It is the divine instinct, serpentes. The mode of the Draconic Chart is innately, and its method is response. It responds instinctually without thought or emotion. The Draconic Chart is primeval energy. The Draconic Chart is primeval spirit, Kundalini energy, which has risen. It's what gives the soul its life in the purest form in the physical vessel. It is how the personality of the soul recognizes and expresses itself. The Draconic Chart is a metaphorical representation of the reptilian brain in the humanoid vessel. This is the divine spirit which keeps the soul's life force energy inside the physical vessel. It is the breath of life. The Draconic Chart is the divine passion of the soul. This is how the soul expresses itself to ignite its passions into the personality of the other two facets of the triad, the whole system and the Placidus system. The Draconic Chart is the energy which sparks life into the personality of the vessel, coming from the purest essence of the soul. This is alienARMy. It's how the soul feels alive in the vessel, or in other words, how the soul's energy pilots the enterprise of the humanoid vessel. The whole chart system. The whole chart is whole, holy, totum, and all together. It is the subconscious movement or feeling portion of the personality. Its expression is internally. The key word is active. It's the flow of the personality beyond limits imposed by the exterior. It is the internal realm. The whole chart system is a metaphorical representation of the subconscious mind, free from influence of the outer realm. It is how the personality of the vessel acts in the moment, without fear, doubt, or limitation. The whole chart is the purest essence of the personality of the vessel of the humanoid experience. It is the feeling portion of the personality. This portion of the personality of the vessel is how one instinctively acts out in their formative years up until adolescence. Before the conscious portion of the personality, the Placidus system or Placidus chart takes over in order to placate the outer realm. The Placidus system. Placidus, calmly, to placate. This is the conscious correction, thinking portion of the personality of the vessel. Its mode, its method is externally. It is reactive. It evaluates the flow of the personality from a place of logic to identify if that behavior is suitable in the moment. The Placidus chart is a metaphorical representation of the conscious mind. It is the thought awareness of the subconscious or whole house system, and it exists in order to tame the flow of the subconscious or whole house system in order to adequately appease the external. The Placidus system intercepts the natural flow of the whole house system with logic in regards to a particular situation or moment in time. The Placidus house system is a portion of the personality of the soul that utilizes discernment to see what will best suit the outer, and henceforth it tweaks the natural expression of the flow of the inner in order to create the most beneficial outcome on the outer. It stifles the expression of, or it allows the expression of, the internal flow. So it either interrupts it or it allows it to freely express itself. That is where the discernment comes in. And this discernment depends on the logical analyzation of each moment in time. A simple way to keep the dark triad in mind. The Draconic Chart system is the core essence of the soul and is comparable to the reptilian brain of the humanoid psyche. It's the pure instinct, the Kundalini. It's what breathes life into the vessel. The Serpentis is the sensation of feeling alive in the physical vessel. The whole chart system is comparable to the subconscious mind of the humanoid psyche and personality mind. It likes to flow in the moment and is the internal act, sensation of the personality of the vessel will feel like behaving in the moment. The Placidus chart system is comparable to the conscious mind portion of the humanoid brain or psyche. It likes to analyze the moment and react externally the sensation that the personality of the vessel will think like to behave in the moment. It's important to remember that one may encompass or embody the energy of all three of these aspects of the dark triad and utilize these methods interchangeably, and adept shapeshifters will pick and choose the energy of whichever chart they so desire to express in the moment. The 3D plane does require some manipulation of the facade in order to behoove the seeker, depending upon what they are sensing in the moment. And the utilization of all three methods of these charts' expressions is perfectly natural. Understand that at the root of the equation, where all passion is birthed, stems from the Draconic Chart. This is the core of who you are. The Whole House chart is who the personality expressed itself as prior to external outer influence, such as in the formative years of one's development in the vessel up until adolescence. When the Placidus chart, conscious awareness, took over in order to placate the 3D, or those who may have been presented as
authority figures
in the 3D realm. For example, a seeker in early development was expressing organic. They were flowing in the moment with their Whole House chart. And then some outside source may have reprimanded them for that expression, and so the Placidus chart took over in order to analyze the outer in order to protect the inner, the whole chart energy, discerning and determining when and if it was safe to express the energy of those placements. The union of the whole chart and the Placidus chart is ignited by the Kundalini, the energetic expression of the Draconic chart. For example, a Whole House placement may be intercepted by the Placidus placement, and the rectification of the two shall be brought about by commanding the placement of the Draconic chart into igniting life force energy into it. Example, Mars expression in the Whole House chart system is being protected by the Placidus Mars. So embodying the energy of the Draconic chart system's Mars will help to push the Whole House Mars into alignment with its truest form. After one has rectified the dark triad, the seeker is no longer bound by earthly or 3D realm limitations. They are free to express any mode of their triad that they wish. They instinctually know what they desire to express in each moment and conduct themselves accordingly with the knowledge and power that they have accrued. So basically, when one understands their dark triad, now there is no more interception. There is freedom of expression from the will of the Serpentis for the soul's energy to conduct the orchestra, so to speak. And now we have some questions in regards to this, which we will leave you off with. We ask of you this. Who are you? Are you your holy self? Are you placating aspects of your holy self in order to accommodate the outer atmosphere? Are you living through the passion of what ignites your soul? Are you feeling truly alive in the moment in your physical vessel? gonna leave you off on this. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful stroll today to the reptilians and I.
And I, Oculus,
In discussing the dark triad of astrology, the astrological systems will be linked below if you want to type in your birth info to find out your different placements. Keep in mind that exact birth time is a must with these so that we can just get all of the houses in order and we know exactly what we're looking at here. So exact birth time, we gotta have it. I am Oculus, the alien next door. We will chit chat again soon.